Hi guys, hope you are well. My name is Jesus John. This is my channel, my first deck of tarot. On the channel, I do 24-hour general readings. I use the basic right away deck and the angel heart sigil. I don't necessarily try to put the reading into a time frame. I just try to read the basic message or like the thing that most likely spirit wants you to see, know your angel, your pastor, and loved ones for the next 24 hours is a general reading, so everything would not resonate. However, if something does resonate, like, share, and subscribe the video so that, and also like if you know somebody going through something that might come up in the reading, you could like share it to them so that they could get like a little insight, and you never know if that might be helpful to them. And again, it's a general next 24 hour reading. Everything will not resonate to you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. For the reading, I'll just take 3 cards from the right away tarot deck and 2 cards from the angel heart sigil. Also ask 2 questions in particular. Um, any like possible blocks or anything that you need to look out for, any negative sense, most likely outcome, and like any final advice. So the first 3 cards is the Queen of Swords. This could be you, this could be somebody around here, but basically the Queen of Swords is about basically somebody who real swift with the tongue, like who would say what it is, say what in the mind, say the facts. They would not like make themselves uncomfortable to suit you or to like basically this person that shoots real straight, like, but it's a feminine energy, so this could be like a female around here for the next 24 hours. This could be somebody embodying this energy where they just basically same way that to say, um, but this is somebody who also like went through a lot of loss as well, so they know to like speak up for themselves and to like draw like good proper boundaries. The second card is the Page of Cups. This honestly, like I a little seeing is like you will be dealing with a Page of Cups energy. when, and when the Page of Cups is not a negative person or a negative energy, more or less, it's just that to deal with this energy does take a lot of energy because this person like real playful, real youthful, real energetic, real excited about everything a little, and you sometimes you just can't really like tell like where is play and where is serious with this person. So that is why I kind of see like you have to like embody, or you will be embodying this Queen of Swords energy. The Two of Wands. This is about like setting things in motion. This is about. I just want to get like a little reminder from the book real quick. But it's about setting things in motion. It's about feeling as though you have a plan to conquer the world or to conquer a particular situation. It's about taking time outside to like let your thoughts flow. Like that's what I'm feeling from the card. So for the next 24 hours, like, because if you in this like sharp tongue energy as well, you don't want to just be like comfortable in the energy where you're to the point that you're disrespectful and nobody can like talk to you about something that they might necessarily want to come to you with. So it's like, and then you have this little boy energy around you as well. So it's like this energy around. You don't want to be like too stern or anything. And again, I just want to get a reminder from the book for the Two of Cups, the Two of Wands. So the Two of Wands is a tall man looks from the battle-mented roof over sea and shore. He holds a globe in his right hand and a staff in his left. Rests on the battlements. Another is fixed in a ring. The rose and cross and lily should also be noticed on the left side. Yeah, so this is somebody who belongs to our organization, basically. Like that's where I get in. And you might have taken on a new worker or something. Or you might have taken on a new worker, like some young, like a lot of companies would like to hire people, but for some reason you thought like you say what it is you had to say, what was your requirements, what you expected. Nevertheless, like this was the person energy, like a real little boy energy again. So you just want to be a little mindful, like what you're saying, and also to be mindful that this is the person energy. So like, who asks them for like confirmation, like like you ask them like this person, they might be looking a little old. No offense to anybody, but the energy and the attitude like real playful, the real immature, like honest, like yeah. And while I was meditating, this card actually come up and it's the two of swords. So it's like you're indecisive about like if you make the right decision, you don't know the situation could go like two different ways, and you're feeling as though even though she have a blindfold around her eyes, I feeling like if you're feeling as though your hands tied because it's like you already take the chance to like get this person this opportunity, and you're kind of like like in the middle of something. Everything have a beginning, a middle, and a conclusion. So you're like in the middle of it now, and like you just really don't know like where the situation will like go, like with what direction the situation going in. And then the Hierophant in reverse, you will somewhat feel as though it's like even though you have the knowledge, because the Hierophant basically represents um higher knowledge, like power, like but almost like the Pope, like that kind of status, like somebody who a lot of people has look up to, and you have a respectable status. So again, like that's why I felt like this you could like, because the book said like pay attention to this symbol here, and I felt for some reason like that was saying, like you could be like involved in a organization or something. So it coming across, it's a general reading, it wouldn't resonate to everybody, and don't try to fit anything that's not seeming to apply to your life. But in this situation, it seems as though like this person like give somebody a job or give somebody an opportunity. And so while I was talking about that, I flip, and the card I got was the Nine of Swords in the reverse, right? So this could be saying that this person in that page of cups energy, because they like now coming out of something that's real brutal and stuff. So what I'm hearing is just that basically is that they're trying to keep themselves in that energy because they know coming out of something, and that is basically like their new mass. So instead of like being hurt and being the little boy that nobody respects anymore, like they I hope this making any sense. But they like just staying as playful, staying as creative, staying as youthful, despite of that they know supposed to get responsibility, and they know supposed to like get opportunity. They just, I guess, to be a little naive, to be a little playful, way much more, way less painful as how they know coming out of this. And this card is the Judgment in reverse. So they could be like refusing to see something, refusing to grow up, refusing to admit that they the world we're living in, because this is basically like a little boy, and if they're not looking for work or something, this could be somebody in their adolescent age. So yeah, it's like they're refusing. They don't want to grow up. They don't want their their charisma. They I can't feel sorry for that. Because I just go through a lot of things like that. It's like you have to grow up. You have to learn like how to pay your own bills. You have to learn how to like exist in society where not everybody like real nice and welcoming. But it does get better. It does get easier. It does get stronger. It don't necessarily get easier, but it does get stronger, I guess. Okay. Seven of Swords. Five of Swords, sorry. To clarify, the two of Wands. And basically, the Five of Swords, let's talk about like internal like conflict between like comrades. Um, Heavy competition, heavy, like for some reason like you just had to like stand your ground somewhat, like that is what kind of feeling. And it's like the only way to like stand your ground is to like win, because like people gonna be fighting. This song is like a toxic workplace environment, like honestly, that's what it's sounding like. And maybe if you was the person who like now get the opportunity like to like get a job or something, and use the paycheck up, you're young, you're optimistic about work and life and stuff, and you know coming out of this energy, like I could totally like understand that, but just get that some people just in a momentum of frustration, in a momentum of being pessimistic, in a momentum of nothing not going good anyways. And so like, okay, so for example, like what honestly what I'm hearing is that it's at a point in time where like I was just like this, like naive, like trying to find my own honesty. And like I would go to different jobs and thing, and like I would always like try to stay optimistic and happy. So like just in case anything was to go wrong, like there, like I felt like that was like my first set of protection, my first set of like, you will get through it. And like even if something negative happened, what I also feeling too is like how this person coming out of this nine, I think it's six of swords, five of swords energy, is like, it's at this momentum like nothing not going right for you. So it's like, if I'm happy anyways, like it do affect me. Like that is the kind of energy I feel inside, and I could like really relate to that. the the five of swords, yeah, the five of swords basically saying that people will end up going into hermit mode, and are getting like physical hermit mode. I hear in like mental hermit mode where we got to like really go and evaluate a lot of we beliefs, um a lot of we beliefs. We got to like reevaluate a lot of we behaviors, the way how we interact and treat people, and if we, have like a particular workspace, like how it is to like make it more inviting. So it's like it's not so much a hermit of, but at least that's my feeling from the card, right? It's not so much a hermit, and if it resonates with you, well, you're gonna know it's you. But if it don't resonate, well, hopefully it's for somebody else. But like really the behaviors of how it is you just treat and interact with people, like that is where we go in hermit on and stuff. So the first card for the question that I was asked, the um most any possible blockages, the Ace of Cups. Like don't give up. Like do your meditations and stuff like while you're home, because did I say um you do you can't go into a situation and like start to prepare for it as a situation happening. So like, but the Ace of Cups, so it's like all about emotions. It's about like how you feel, like your words. And the Ace of Cups represent basically like the best emotional fulfillment that you could reach. Like you reach your emotional peak. Um, possible, yeah. This says be possible blockages. This says be possible blockages. What is it? Yes, possible blockages and the lovers. So anytime I see like positive cards come up for when I ask for the blockages, I just say it's like you do like there is some things that you could possibly miss, right? Because who wants to miss the Ace of Cups, and who wants to miss the lovers eventually? And what I also feeling is that this reading kind of like just totally go from the person who feel like they give you the job, like this feeling like one energy here, the first deck, the first three cards, the Queen of Swords. And then it just feel like if you just I just totally like on the person who was given the opportunity. So most likely that's why I feeling like this opportunity, this reading is for that person who get a job, that new opportunity, the change of environment. Because it's a general reading. You don't want to miss the Ace of Cups. You don't want to miss making yourself feel as valuable and as worthwhile as possible. And you don't want to miss the opportunity to come into balance. A lot of these like readings, like when it is I see the lovers, I just think not so much coming into union with somebody else, a physical body, but more like coming into union with your higher self, with your guides, with your spiritual team, so that, because they be real, it we intentions is this is not really to make each other feel ace of cups. Like the best that we could be worthwhile and encouraging. Like it still had like good neighbors and stuff, like people who just share even though like we don't talk to them and stuff. But with bare intentions, and like when you walk around the world you're not seeing people trying to uplift people and help people and stuff. So that's why we come into union with we higher self, which comes like a next entity, I guess, metaphysically. But at least you don't feel as alone. You don't feel as um, you don't feel as though you're going into battle alone. It's more what I want to say, because a lot of we obstacles, a lot of we day-to-day lives just feel like battles that we have to overcome and stuff. And when you come into union with your higher self, you really would stop feeling that way. So any possible blockages in the future is the Knight of Cups. upright, right? And this is about like a message of emotion coming towards you, a message of emotion coming towards you, and they say any possible blockages. So again, like that's why I feel like you don't want to miss this. Like for some of y'all who watching this might be an opportunity of emotion to like start something different. It don't necessarily like have to be a relationship. It could be just like a friendship. But we really had an opportunity to do something different or to come into union with something different. This could also be like a message from a next place because you might have applied to different places or a numerous amount of places, and this could be like a message from a next place where you might end up be two of pentacles, like from having no job to more than one job or more than one opportunity, or if you're like that kind of entrepreneur person who does do cleaning yards and doing odd jobs and stuff, so the way like you have a lot more work to do than you're necessarily used to. So like that's why I feel for the two of pentacles, and you don't want to miss out that, because even though like you work now, you could at least still work now and like save and put on, because you never know like if those opportunities could be given to other people and stuff like that, because you have the person who I feel like giving you the opportunity, or who might have guided to the opportunity or to guide you to something, they kind of like, should I have that kind of thing? This being real with you, this could just be like people might just play with them, and this is like a high. So this person, what I'm hearing is that this person will have other people, like if you mess up, like other people who know this person, like this person will be talked about, or like I'm not confused, but what I want to say is that other people know this person. So how this person know, like they refer you, or help you get through or whatever, it's like people will know, like that is they affiliated with so and so, and that is like, if you kind of get what I'm saying, right? So two cards from the Angel Heart Sigil, and the Angel Heart Sigil does deal more with like synchronicity. The Angel Heart Sigil does also deal with more like triggering the subconscious mind and stuff like that. It's a really nice cool deck. It has like a lot of ancient strong um, symbols and triggering symbols on them. It's a really cool deck. Again, this is a general reading, guys, so everything will not resonate. If something does resonate, like the video, please. Subscribe to my channel, please. My first deck of tarot. Like the video, subscribe, share the video, and if something resonates, leave a comment down below. Something about tarot is that you should like try to stay as open-minded as possible, because you could be picking up, it's just energy, but you could be picking up energies from things that you already went through, like things that already happened. Okay, so we have two cards. Things that already happened, or it could be like something, the first step of something to come and happen, or something like in the near future or something. So like you just really want to stay open-minded, but at the same time too, I would definitely encourage, if something's just not fitting, it's just not for you, don't force it. So the first card is Zadkiel, pleasure. And so one is Zadkiel with a D, and the next one is Zafkiel with a PH, and this one is Euphoria, which is basically two feelings. Pleasure is somewhat of a feeling, and euphoria is, well, somewhat of a feeling. And like, yeah, like a lot of us, we have to like really focus on how we feel, like how we feel as persons, because I think that will help us to like evaluate and measure when we interact with other people, like how we make them feel as well. So Zadkiel, pleasure. When our Zadkiel pleasure, when our bodies are piqued by pure gratitude, when we feel the breath of sheer delight, when the pulse of life tumbles us through joy after joy, when the unexpected occurs and tickles our fancy, we meet the garden of pleasure full on. Life is full of this wonder, if we seek it, for we are from the source, a space of permanently unfolding creative potential full of love and joy. Furthermore, we are here to optimize our creative energy. We are here to be full of love and joy. We are biologically created to experience pleasure. Gaze on the carefree nature of the 18th century girl and feel the pure pleasure of her gaiety. Feel the lightness of the air on each swing, allowing her slipper to fly through the air and be caught by her expectant suitor. Okay, so like for that part in particular, you're in this space of wonderment, you're in this place of the unknown, but as her slipper fly through the air and be caught by her expectant suitor. So it might be somebody, a next like body entity that you're coming into alignment with who will help you feel that pleasure. This the Knight of Cups is about again bringing a message of emotional, bringing a emotional message, a message of like um we want or we expect or we envision or probably even some of we like we just fantasize like so truly uncalled by her expected suitor. Pleasure is not a hussy. Pleasure is a principle of being directly in alignment with the joy-filled flow of life. And so if you haven't experienced this for some time, Zadkiel, the wanderer's comforter, comes forth in this moment to fill you from the top to the toe with utter joy. Beyond the realm of artificial stimulants, what do you wish to bring to the garden of pleasure? Chant Ho through the second chakra, the Svadhisthana, to feel the joyful release of this aspect of Zadki's heart sigil loving you. And coming into union with we higher self, we're coming into union with we angels, we're coming into union with we spiritual team, we're coming into union with positive, fulfilling energies that will bring and help balance out any karma, any old stagnant energy, any repulsive or resentments. Like that's what Sadki really asking us to do so that we could return to the source really and like experience pleasure because the world have a lot of things to like bring you down and stuff. But it's also like hard tools to like help put back in what the world takes out, if that make any sense. And the next card is Zafkiel, like PH, Zafkiel, Euphoria. So, okay. So Zafkiel, the sacred lover. Zafkiel's heart sigil wishes for you feelings of well being, happiness, excitement, and transcendent joy. States of being you haven't experienced for some time, it would seem. This lover angel's heart magic has the power to create sustainable happiness. So relinquish your stronghold on those aspects of life that do not resonate joy. Instead, feel a beautiful sense of contentment pervasively spreading through your being as Zafkiel works the angel's healing euphoria, a word derived from the ancient Greek, can be defined as a state of heightened well-being and is known as a power to endure all crises. When experiencing euphoria in your life, you will release wonderful hormones such as serotonin and, and oxytocin, which are designed to electrify your being. Gaze on the beautiful proportions of the ancient Parthenon which stands as the enduring euphoria of the classical Greek period, wise, knowledgeable, courageous, and especially aligned with the verities of life. The goddess Athena is the patron of the Parthenon and symbolizes the profound wisdom and culture that arose from ancient Greece. As you ponder the icon, feel the sacred majesty of the architecture seep into your own physical geometry, then chant Hey through the brow chakra, your third eye, and experience the inspiration of Safkiel filling your ajna heart with the joy of the angelic elixir. So guys, I honestly think like that reading speak for itself. Is like even though like you're feeling like you're now getting a new chance or you're now moving on to do something different or new or you're stepping into um, new or unexpected or a little turbulent territory, is like it's half a surprise like around the corner. Like honestly, that's what I'm feeling. But your job, your work is to go hermit on the ideas you have about people, the beliefs that you pick up that might not necessarily be yours, that's outdated, that don't serve you anymore. Look out or look forward to a Knight of Cups, a slow coming, but a sure message of some kind of emotional expectation or just news of somebody, up in the feelings around you basically. Um, the two angels that you want to call upon to ask you, like, bring through this time, and what I get from the two angelic cards is that a lot of us went through long periods of like stagnant, unhappy, um, disappointing, tiresome like phases or like time like of lately, and the angels really asked you like what I'm hearing is to like change that momentum, like change from going towards this depressing, down, unexcited, unwilling to even like humor anybody else energy and really like feel love and feel appreciation because we're in a beautiful place, we have a beautiful gift called life, and we never know when it's we time to go, so we should really try to at least live while we're here. Um, I don't want to take too long because I find the videos a little too long. So that's why for you guys, if you anything resonate, please subscribe. Please like the video. If you it's not necessarily you, but it's somebody who might be going through this and you know of them and this might be a little helpful or inspirational to them, please share the video. Love, stay safe. Yeah, love.